Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be showing you how to wire a subwoofer inside the Dodge Avenger. It's super easy, so I'm going to show you. Anyways, actually it's not too easy when it comes to the power wire, but I'll still show you. If you take a look here, you can see our ground wire, which is hooked up, and this ground wire goes into the bay right there. You see that bolt? We found that bolt when I was doing this up the first time, so I unbolted it and sanded it, which is what you're going to want to do. You want to sand or grind, you want to clean it off, put it there, and then bolt her down, and then you got a perfect ground for right here. Now for the power wire, because that's going to be the next big one for you. Or we'll just cover this while we're here. If you look at the two speaker wires that I've got hooked up, you just put the two speaker wires to your single sub, or you'll have to see how, on another one of my video, if you're doing two subs and you need to drop ohm loads or raise ohm loads, you'll want to check out my other videos, because I show how to do that. But anyways, for running the RCAs and stuff, I'll show you that too. I'll show you how to pop out all the trim, and I'll show you how to pop out the trim so we can run this power wire. So first thing you're going to want to do is right over here, as you can see, we have the seat popped out. How you pop that out is you grab on the front of it right here and you rip up. When you rip up on the front of the seat and you do that on the other side, this pulls right forwards, and then you have total access under the carpet for hiding stuff. Now for pulling trim pieces out, just lift up right here. As you can see, they're just pop hooks. And then for tucking in under here, you can use a panel popper, or you can actually pull this up and it gives you more, as you can see, or you can pop this forwards and it actually pops right off the wall. And then you'll get all the way up to here. This pops off like so. This one's already loose. And then now you have a complete trough front to back. And then you can hide your power wire, and as you can see, I'm hiding my RCA wires. Getting your RCAs down from the deck here, you're going to reach up underneath here with one hand, go in from this side from the other, and you're going to feed RCA and remote wire down to here. Your RCAs you're going to plug into the sub out on the back of your deck. You need to make sure it has one of these. If it has no RCA pre-outs on the back, it's very rare, but you'll have to buy a new deck with one that has sub outs, so you can plug in your sub RCAs. Then you're going to take your remote wire, which you see here, your blue wire, which you're going to solder to the blue white wire coming out of the back of the deck. See the blue white wire? Solder it, bam, now you have a remote wire. So from there, and after you've reached around and pulled it down there, you're going to zap strap it up and along down here. And then, of course, just bring it to right here for right now until we bring the power. Now, a lot of people get very sketchy on the internet. It's crazy about running power with RCAs. If you're running anything less than 1,000 watt RMS, to tell you the truth, it's not going to make a difference as long as you didn't cheap out on your RCAs. If you have car audio grade RCAs, you can run it next to a power wire of 4 gauge, no problem. If it's pulling less than 1,000 watts RMS, it's not going to cause any alternator hum. If you got alternator hum, it's from bad ground, I guarantee it, or you have a damaged RCA. Which you would want to look at anyway. Anyways, now that we've gone through that, like I said, take these two, zap strap them along the bottom like so, boom, as you'll see it disappears. There's a couple wire bundles down there, and once you do that and you get to here where you got to run our power wire into this cavity, there's actually a clutch plate that's in there, which is super easy to drill through, and I'll see if I can get at it. I can't really see it from this angle, but it's going to be down in by that strut tower. Let me pull out my flashlight here so I can show you where it is under the car. So if we go under here, you see that flap that's up there? Let's see if I can balance this. Sorry, trying to balance 50 things in my hands. See in there? You see that rubber grommet I'm going through? Super easy. All you're going to do is pierce it with a big flat blade screwdriver. Since there's absolutely no wires going through it, there's nothing going through it. Like I said, you're just going to pierce it and sink your wire right in through there, and that's how you're going to get through the firewall. And then you can run that all the way to the back along all the trim that we just popped out. Now, the other fun part with an Avenger. For getting to the battery, some people go off of here, which is our fuse box. There's actually a big thick wire that goes through into the fuse box, which we decided against. Oh, here it is. Sorry, it's not the fuse box. It's right there. see, you can go off of your charging post, but as you can see, that's some 4-gauge wire. It's up to you if you want to try and use that, but if you're using something over 1,000 watts, or if you just, you know, use something too heavy, you don't want to go off of that. That still goes straight to the battery, so you're fine to use it, but try to avoid it. If you're going bigger, this is where it gets fun. As you can see, we have our fuse right here, which goes into over there. You're going to have to pull out the headlight. Now, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to do that, but I'm not going to do it myself because I've already done it once. It's very crazy. You're going to have to pop off all these clips. And then, after you pop this off, this grill should come right out, as you can see. Grill comes out, bolt here, bolt right here, and then you're going to get down over here, and there's going to be 2 bolts right here. You're going to take these out, and then this fender well moves out of the way. There's going to be 2 more bolts you have to remove for that headlight in here. And then you remove the headlight, and below there is the battery. Like I said, it's not an easy process, but it's worth it. Once you get those 2 bolts out down there, the 2 bolts here, the headlight comes out, and you can attach your power wire right to there. Or like I said, if you're running something that's under 1,000 watts, you can always just go off of this and bolt it onto there. So you'll bolt it onto there, which is the charging post, and then run it along, like I said, through the clutch plate. Meet up with the RCAs that I showed you how to drop right here. Tuck it in along the carpet, put it right here, tuck it in. Once you get back here, fish it up under the seat, where you can also tie all your extras. Sorry, got this in the way. Too much shit in here right now. And then, right once you get to here, power wire goes in here, remote wire will go in here, which is that blue wire. Then you'll have your black wire, which goes to your grounding spot. Your 2 speaker wires, and the RCA will plug into the side over there. And then turn it on your deck, and you're all ready to go. That's how you're going to wire this up. Of course, you can bolt your sub box down. This sub box is already in. Sub box is the easy part. I'm just quickly showing you how to wire the amplifier, because as you can see on the back of your sub box, you should have some terminal cups like that. Negative goes to negative, positive goes to positive. That's as easy as it gets. Alright guys, if you have any questions at all and you're doing a install on an Avenger, be sure to post in the comment section below if you have a question. Other than that, I hope this video helped you out. Press the like button if it did. Press the subscribe button to see some more of my installs. I also have one on how to pull the stereo out if you're installing a new deck. So I will tag that video right here, and then you can go check that out if you'd like to see that one too. Alright? Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.